Well, we know it can only take an inch sometimes to do substantial damage to your home when you're talking about water. So those of you who have been hit hard by the flooding may be wondering what might be covered under your homeowner's insurance policy versus that flood policy that some don't pick up.
Yeah, 7 News reporter Amira David is here live with a look at what you need to know. And Amira, this is very important for people who are experiencing flooding, especially if they don't have that flood insurance.
Absolutely, and especially to the degree that we're seeing happen today. And the sad part is that a lot of people assume that homeowners insurance covers flooding. Typically, it does not. It is a separate policy that not many, in fact, are buying into, despite the fact that it could mean thousands of dollars in savings. Detroit, Dearborn Heights, Taylor, Lincoln Park, and the list goes on. Cities in Metro Detroit hit hard by overnight flooding, leaving thousands of homeowners with property damage and big questions over how to recoup the costs.
A typical homeowner's insurance policy does not cover flood insurance.
Insurance agent Carrie Constance says that means you'd need a separate policy under the National Flood Insurance Program, which takes care of up to $250,000 worth of damage.
It's going to cover the structure itself, and it's going to cover contents if you elected that coverage.
What it won't cover is loss of use, i.e. costs for alternative accommodations should you be displaced from your home. But with floods as the nation's most common and costly natural disaster, it's shocking that only 12% of homeowners actually have a flood insurance policy. Granted, most people in Michigan are not in high-risk flood zones.
The important thing to remember is everybody is in a flood zone. That means that there is the potential of flooding.
In Michigan, flood insurance policies average about $400 a year, or a little over $1 a day, something Constance says is well worth considering.
Once the flood happens, you can't go back in time.
A policy must already be in place at the time of the disaster, so keep in mind, if you buy one today, it won't take effect until 30 days after signing.
People will say, well, what's the best one to have? We say the best insurance to have is the one that's in force on the day you want to make a claim.
Yeah, well said. And even if you do get flood insurance, it's something you're going to want to review every year to make sure a recent renovation or an expensive new possession, for example, is covered. It's an added expense, but something that just may be worth the cost. Alan, Glenda?
Yeah, we see that today, Amira. Thank you.